Kurt, my man, how we doing? We're getting there, aren't we? Where do I get my stone from? This piece is a piece of reclaimed out the customer's garden. This is a piece of York stone. On my stone, like this piece here. This is a piece of Derbyshire gritstone. It's I get it from a local quarry to me. Really nice quality stone. But I use all different types. I did another stone the other day, a piece of reclaimed. So I'm going to get my mask on in a bit and do some carving, just marking up a little. How's everyone's Sunday? Are we all ready for it to cool down a little? Kurt, I'm doing really well. It's I'll just turn this up just in case I need to hear any cheers. Yeah, I'm doing really well. It's nice couple of days I've been working. I went on a nice guided walk yesterday with work, and then today I've been working in my, I'm going to say office, it's like a home office. It's sat at the desk a lot, but I don't mind it actually. I quite like working from home. It's a Sunday. You get lots done, but also with enjoying that freedom of home. So like do an hour when I put the kettle on, I get to walk outside with the dog, and I've got, probably told you before, but we've got goats and chickens, and probably seen them on some of my posts. So it's nice. I enjoy working from home. I'm home again tomorrow working. I get lots done. I have lots of admin to do with my new role. So, okay, what do you reckon? Is it time to get a mask on? Where was the garden wall? Dove stones. You ever heard of dove stones? Like Oldham, Saddleworth. One of the furthest parts of the national park. That mask is on. Yeah, hopefully you can all hear me. I tell you what, I really could do with getting some moisture into these hammers. Do you know Dove Stones? Have you ever been to Dove Stones? So I reckon we'll move these lines out, and that'll give it a bit of texture to it. That's the design the customer sent me. Customer is always right. No, never been. I am completely self-taught. So if I get the terminology wrong, or I get the way I'm doing it completely wrong, it's because I've never been shown. I've just kind of figured it out over years. In my way, it might be completely wrong. Yeah, Dovestone Saddleworth, yeah, that's where I was yesterday. So I apologise now if I get it completely wrong for you, but this is just the way I've been doing it for years, just learning in my shed. I bet it's coming up to 10 years ago now, if not longer. I just enjoy it. Beautiful place it is. I tell you what, it was busy yesterday. Really busy yesterday because obviously the hot weather and the water's low, which has exposed all the sand in the reservoir. It's like going to Blackpool. A lot of people about there, but we got there early. I was with a lady called Ida. It was her first ever guided walk, so I was classed as her mentor. It's really nice. She bought me an ice cream, that's it. I think it's going on expenses. So prefer the chisel. Do I prefer the chisel or the mushroom head? Chisel head. I don't. Oh, what's that? Something's making a rattling noise as I'm tapping. I can't work out where it's coming from. So I've got a different selection of chisels. All different heads on. Some round ones. And then we've got some like really cheap ones from China. A real selection, I hope you can see them all. Real selection of different ones. And there's some more. I've got a ridiculous amount of chisels from over the years. I think this is my favourite. Favourite style. They do have a nice slim like pencil style. Like, I quite like this, really slim. I've had a few people suffer with their dexterity who've come carving with me in the past. And these are a bit slim, so I've had to put like a sleeve around them. So like you get in like a junior school to grip to a pencil well, and that works well. Had a new website built. I feel like I just missed something from Kurt. Let's have a look here. Evening, Mad Dog. Mad Dog, I owe you an apology. I completely forgot about your coffee. I was cleaning out my car yesterday and I've got it here. So it's on my to-do list tomorrow. I put it in the back of my car and completely forgot. I'm going to blame the National Park for putting me under so much pressure workload wise. If that's acceptable. You've got a new website going live, so it's which is exciting. I had a website many years ago, not needed it, so we'll let it go. And then the social media things get growing and growing. A few people asking me where they could reach out for merchandise or if they wanted to talk about carving a bit. So you've got a new website going live, it could possibly be tonight. So watch this space. So I have merchandise like t-shirts on the same website. But do you know what I'm thinking about having made? Or I'm going to get them made myself. I quite like the idea of StoneRanger bumper stickers. What do you reckon? A StoneRanger bumper sticker, back of the car. I think it'd look cool. We're just going to see how much depth we're going to take here by just having an experiment on this first one. Family's good. We'll just have some food. One of the kids said, should we have a roast dinner? Not in this weather. Get some mugs made. I know plenty of mugs. Nice to get 1,000 cups, okay. Nice teapots in my face on. Nice to get 1,000 likes straight away. Really nice. What have you been up to today then, Mad Dog? This is a sandstone, yeah, so is that Lee? Let's go back. Yeah, Lee, this is a sandstone. It's, well, it's a piece of Derbyshire gritstone. Sorry, it's not, it's Yorkstone. It's a piece of reclaimed York sandstone. It's a nice piece of stone, actually. Well, they told me it was Yorkstone. It's come out of the yard, out their garden. I was carving a piece of paving York stone not too long ago. Completely different texture to this. This is a lot softer. This is a nice one. It's probably like middle of the road. Stuff I was carving last week. Beautiful stone, not the easiest to carve with, but we like a challenge, and we got it done. Next carving is Nottingham Forest. Not a lot from Mad Dog. Or the cup should be made out of Peak District clay. Is it hard too? I suppose it's a technique. I suppose that's what it's down to. The harder the stone can be hard. It needs more wear and tear on your chisels. You've got to keep them sharper. Sometimes you have to hold the angle different. Like if you're working with a piece of slate, sharpening my chisels a lot when I'm carving slate. Angle slightly different at times. A little bit more careful in corners in case it chips. And a tighter the grain, chip in the corners. A sandstone like this will be a little bit more forgiving in places. Some people I know will not work with slate or a tight stone like this. It's too hard. You're not making a lot of progress. Other people just like a Cotswold limestone, a Portuguese limestone, a Maltese limestone, which is very soft. I personally find the Maltese too soft. I don't like it. But I suppose it's not what I learnt on. So if I learnt on a limestone like that, it might be different. I just used what I had at the bottom of the garden in the workshop. Workshop, it was a shed at the time. Thanks for all the likes. Solid start on TikTok. I'm sure Kurt sent me the hammers. How did I learn self-taught? Trial and error, yeah. So my biggest skill really is that I'm dyslexic, so I've always been half decent with my hands. I've been able to watch, visualise and give it a go. So I was a dry stone waller before, so I was working with stone a bit already, and then the story goes that a customer wanted the house sign to ask me to delay the wall, and I didn't want to delay the wall because I was young family and poor. Not a lot's changed there, apart from the family's not young. And it's I wanted to get paid, so I said I'd do the carving. I went away, got a piece of stone, which looking back was a really tough piece of stone to start with, but we got it done. We made a stencil up, and when we're printing it off Word, gluing it to the back of a pizza box, because the cardboard on that's quite thin, chopping it out with a Stanley knife, marking it on the stone, and actually going at this piece of stone with a set of not very old Draper wood chisels, and I ruined these wood chisels. And the wood chisels, the kit of them, probably cost me more than what I got paid for the carving, but it was a start of something. And I did that carving. The neighbour to the person I did the carving for asked me if they could have one. And it wasn't long after that, I did a couple more, and I got this board out, chiseling away and chopping away in my spare time in my workshop. And then a local driving instructor passed away. And the family asked me if I'd carve him a memorial stone, a headstone basically. And me being young and brave, just jumped in, said yeah, no problem. They did it. And it's, I said the rest is history. Now we've made hundreds and hundreds of pieces, thousands of pieces. What, we've gone around all around the world for some famous people, some, honestly, all over. It's crazy where the stuff's gone. Sent so much to the States, it's unbelievable really. So yeah, it's just, and the answer to the question really is trial and error. Just get in the shed, get carving, and see what happens. If you're looking for a carving kit or some chisels, there's a couple of things I can recommend to you. So if you wanted to spend half decent money, not extortionate money, Southern Stone Limited offers some really good kits. Some really good kits. The cheap as well. They'll sell you some fire hardened chisels like this, or they'll offer you some tungsten chisels like this. Fire hardened, and probably last time I looked, probably like £15 of chisels. These can be upwards of like 25 up to 40 depending on the chisel. Or you can buy a kit like this from China for less than £15. There's 6 chisels in a kit. There's actually a review on them on my YouTube channel. If you wanted to have a go at carving, I encourage you to get over to YouTube and have a look at my channel. If you don't think it's for you, it's okay. But I'm hoping you'll like it. There's over 400 videos on there now, some with a lot of views, and people find really helpful. Send me some really lovely messages. So yeah, go and have a look. Have a look at the different chisels. If you need any advice, just reach out to me. I'm always open for giving advice. There are other masons on TikTok, on YouTube, and hands down now they are better than me, and they will always be better than me. They have spent years learning the craft. I am just self-taught, but I will always offer my advice for free. So if you're having a go and you think I can help you, just reach out. So let's have a look here. Do I take orders? Yes and no. So I've got a new website that's going to go live tonight, so you can talk to me through that. But if you want to just have a chat about something, just send me a direct message. It's just send me a message and we can have a chat. Tell me what the order. I don't say yes to every order because this is not my full-time job. This is just it's just a hobby. A hobby what got out of hand, and then I managed to get it back in hand. Thanks for sharing and tuning. Yeah, no, he's always open for sharing advice and journeys. Got lots of lovely stories from stone carving. Story what I will never get bored of telling. So a gentleman, I've got a few, quite a few, but this one stands out. I've got a pile of stone anyway. I've got a massive pile of stone. Whereabouts are you? So before I tell you this story about one of the guys I inspired to carve, when it comes to stone, let's think about stone. Lots of people go and say, oh, there's loads at the river, I'm going to get some pebbles. The pebbles are beautiful, they're round, they're very tactile, there's something very satisfying about that round pebble feeling. It's been replicated so many years in retail, a pebble, that it's just satisfying. Everything about it is just really satisfying to grab in your hand. carving a pebble is not easy to learn on. Just think about this. A pebble is the centre of the piece of stone what had been rolling around for hundreds, thousands of years in them rivers. And that's the only bit left. And that is the hardest bit. All the outside is gone. That is the centre, that is the hardest bit of that stone left. So to carve that is extremely hard. So I would say that is not the best stone to. I would say go to your local quarry if you can. Talk to them guys who are cutting stone, they'll let you have some bits for free. Go to your garden centre. Sometimes you can pick up some real nice pieces in your garden centre to have a go on. Reclamation yard is okay. Generally reclamation yards are quite pricey. Again, going back to YouTube, there is a video on my YouTube channel about how to make yourself a carving tablet from a mortar mix, what you can buy just from your local hardware store, B&Q, Wick, for example. It's a really nice way to have a little bit of a carve. I was really surprised actually how it came out, how that worked. So yeah, if you again, I'm encouraging you to go and have a look on YouTube. You've got shitloads of stuff, okay. Yeah, there you go, carve a bird bath or a bee. A bee drinking station is very popular. It's not a bird bowl or a bird bath, it's a bee drinking station. Yeah, thanks for everyone who's hitting the like button. Thanks for everybody who's sharing this around. So I had a choice of how much material to use here, and I'm just kind of experimenting with this first bit. Gonna go with it and go around. So if I want to put a bit more depth in, I can do. It's I quite like that we've got the depth here, and then we've got this suppleness just in the middle of these leaves. This chisel here is fast becoming one of my favourites, and I shouldn't be using it at this point. But it's a 2mm chisel. Can you see the size of that? And Tim at Southern Stone gave me this while I was at the European Stone Carving Festival. And I'd instantly fallen in love with it. Absolutely instantly fallen in love with it. It's a great chisel. Tim's a great guy. If you're in the market for chisels or a bit of stone, he sells stone. Or if you're in the market for hammers or any working tools, he's got a great selection. You can buy him off his Amazon, you can buy him off his eBay, but go direct to his website. And if you do, before you go there, take the discount code, which you can find on my YouTube channel, and save yourself a couple of quid. The more people use it, the more the discount will go up. That discount will be live on the new website later on this evening as well. Can anyone tell me what a gifter badge means on TikTok? I'm on YouTube as TheStoneRanger. You'll find all sorts of discounts on there. So, Evolution Power Tools, British Power Tool Company. You'll find yourself 10% discount code on there for them guys. Coffee company I work with, True Stock Coffee, a whopping 30% discount you'll find on there. No discount for Joro, but they produce some extremely good blades for cutting stone. $1,800 lines. If I get this finished, I'll be doing Nottingham Forest Wednesday. Who's around for that? Who's going to join me? Jesus is the Lord has just joined. My YouTube don't seem to be liking it, seeming. I've only got a few hundred people at a time. Or it's clocking away 50s, 60s, 70s and up and down and people chatting away, but we're on 11. What's going on? Something's not right. That looks class, thank you. Yeah, thank you, appreciated that. So, social media gets a bad rap for people not being the nicest. I don't get too many negative comments. Touch wood, stays like that. I generally get a lot of nice people, so yeah. Thank you for that, we're attracting the good ones. Oh, so I was going to tell you about the one of the stories about somebody who were inspired to start stone carving, and honestly, there are loads. I've got loads of these stories, but one that always sticks out to me. So a gentleman sent me a message saying, I'm debating which one to tell you because I've got quite a few. So a gentleman reached out to me and said, Mr. StoneRanger, not my real name, disclaimer. I've been watching your YouTube videos and watching your lives, and you make it look really easy. And I found myself wanting to give it a go, so I've watched a few of your videos. And one of your videos in particular, which was reviewing the cheap carving chisels that come all the way from China. I thought I'd buy some. I didn't want to go all in. Money's a bit tight. So I bought the kit for less than £15. Found myself a piece of stone in the garden. Stuck some of your videos on and started carving. Fast realised it's not as easy as you make it look. So, but I wasn't deterred. The next day I had another go. The sound put some music on. Watched everything I'd learned from your videos the night before again. I'd gone outside, music on, and I was carving away. I was getting the hang of it. It was starting to look a bit better. I was enjoying myself. Before I knew it, 4 hours had gone by. And I've not had a single negative thought. They were suffering with their mental health and they was looking for an escape. And they found stone carving with me carving on YouTube. They thought it looked very therapeutic. They thought I can give that a go. They found that craft. They was in the garden, the sun was on them. They were soaking up the vitamin D. 4 hours had gone by with no negative thoughts. They were just carving stone. And they reached out just to say thank you. And since then they sent me so many pictures of stuff they carved, and every time it gets better and better and better. And it just absolutely, I love waking up to them messages, them pictures. There's no better way to start the day. Sat in the garden, cup of coffee, in early morning, listening to the birds' eyes, reading them messages. They are the days. Another one, I had a gentleman whose wife sent me a message saying, I can't remember his name actually. I think it was Ray. So his wife sent me a message saying Ray's recently retired and has been looking for something to do because he's worried about getting bored and sitting around and doing nothing. Again, stumbled across the channel, thought he was going to give it a go. Made himself a new house, and all from my videos. His wife was so proud of him, what he'd achieved, that she sent me all the pictures of all the way through the process he'd taken. And he'd followed it word for word, and it was incredible. And he carved a beautiful piece of slate and made a beautiful house on. It's up on the house. Now he's carving for his friends, his daughter, his neighbours. That's how you want, again, another way to start the day to them messages. And I'm going to be honest with you, there's been days when I've had some tough days at work where you just like, I just need a minute, or sometimes your inspiration is low or your enthusiasm, and then just sometimes I'll find myself sticking some music on myself, sitting back, and I'll reread their messages from time to time. Or if I'm doing a carving and it's not quite coming across as right, or if I'm on here, like I said, majority of the time it's only positive comments we get, but every now and again you'll get a few. Not too many, but because I'm self-taught and I'm not a traditional mason, some of them take offence to it, some people do. And I'm not claiming to be a stonemason, I'm just an amateur stonemason. I just enjoy carving stone. Hopefully inspiring people, hopefully getting people to give it a go. But sometimes then negative comments can creep in. Sometimes you just have to read back at them messages and think, it's alright, doesn't actually matter really. I took about 4 hours to do a carving, a football carving. I got quite a bit of abuse for just one guy telling me it should take 50 minutes. What did it matter? But never mind. So yeah, I think that's getting there actually. I think I'm alright with that. I think what I'm going to do here, a bit more depth after, we'll go round, we'll put more of these leaves in, we'll keep it going, a bit more depth I think, and I think that'll be nice. Thinking about taking requests for what music I have in the background sometimes. So I've got a question for the people watching right now. There's not too many, but what, 30 odd over both platforms. So me and my wife have been having this discussion. So in our old house we used to have a TV in the bedroom, and I was shocking at falling asleep watching it. But we said when we moved to the new house, which was back in October now, November, we're not going to have a TV in the bedroom. Fine about it. Don't really miss it at all, if at all. But a TV program we both like has just reappeared on the History Channel called Hello. Hey, I know this name here what's just appeared in my chat. I know both of these names what just appeared in my chat here. What do you think to the Mandela flower? Now let me know if it's any good. My harshest critics have just appeared in the chat. It's very good. So we've got Jesse, Lily and Valley Lad. We're all in there at once. No pressure. We were just wondering if we should take requests from the music we'll have in the background. We've had a couple of gifted hammers. Kurt's gifted us a couple of hammers this evening, which has been nice. And we're up to 2,600 likes, which is nice. So this is a Mandela flower. So Valley lads, you've been watching me carve this from the beginning now. What do you think? Do you think we're getting there? So what we're going to do, we're going to get these shapes of these petals. Oh, I forgot I've got a mic on. I said I'll just give it a belt with the hammer. We're going to get these petals on. We've obviously got to tidy all this up and get a bit more depth in here, make this nicer. We're going to get these petals in, and we're going to get a bit more depth on them. So I'll show you all the stencil I start with. This was from the customer, this design. So it looks very similar. Exciting times that the new website's going to go live tonight. Well, if I get the stuff filled in tonight, if not, it'll be tomorrow, which is very exciting. So I'll put a link in it on TikTok so people can see it, and YouTube and all of the standard social media accounts. We're over 3,000. Nice. Joyce has joined. Now, can I get away with doing this one here about bashing into the mic too much? Oh, I got a gift. Got 2 gifts from Lily. Look at that. Got gifted a... That's nice, isn't it? Do you know my daughter's called Lee, and she's got this extremely good knack of taking horrendous photos of me. Yes, and a real skill she's managed to adopt, this awful picture taking of me she got. And I always know when they're going to be awful because she holds the camera at a crazy angle rather than just taking a photo. Some of them are absolute beauties. What I will do actually is Jessie's a mama. So she holds this camera at this angle where it looks down on me, which is not my best angle. I don't know if I've got the best angle, but I've definitely got a worst angle, and it's that one she chooses. What I'll do, I'll get her to send it to me, and I will post it on my story so you can see it, because I mean it's just beautiful. I'm expecting from this photo I post a modelling agency will be in touch within minutes. Oh, she said, is that a force hammer? Thunder hammer. Kurt sent a thunder hammer earlier. Kurt sends a thunder hammer every time. He says, because I'm a stonemason, I'm using a hammer. It's like the rule. You have to send a hammer, which I'm really grateful for. Every time I go live, he's on there. What's that, a croissant? Or a... It's a finger heart. And sleigh. Man United have joined. Everlast have joined. Lots of people are joining. Lots of people are hitting the like button, which is nice. You've got to make sure you double tap that screen. Simple as that. One guy double tap the screen that much one day. We got 40,000 likes. Lily's tapping the screen. So we've joined the brand connection, I think it's called on YouTube today. So we've had to fill some paperwork out so brands can reach out, so we can do a deal together. Not sure how it's going to go, but quite excited to see what's what with it. Is anybody watching the football? Has it been on or is it on now? I forgot that England were playing. Can anyone let me know the score? $40-0 to England. 4-0 to England. Wow. I forget who they were playing. Oh, Wales. Yeah. Yeah. 4-0. Could be 40-0 actually. 4-0. Valley lad, did Sandra like a gift she returned home with? Is anybody on? Is Lily still on? And Jesse, can you tell me what a number 2 gifter badge means? Or can anybody? got the algorithm wrong tonight on the on YouTube. Very slow, very slow. Sunday night is not the night. Let's hope Wednesday is the night. I might try and sneak an hour in tomorrow. It'd be nice to get this finished, get it to its new home, and get that Nottingham Forest one on the bench and carving, to get it to its forever place. Last time I carved the forest one, very enjoyable, really nice design. And actually Forest played my team a couple of days ago, Chesterfield, like a pre-season friendly. European team now, they're in Europe. Forest, not Chesterfield obviously. Don't forget to keep them likes coming through, so we're on 3,500, which is nice. How does somebody get into stonemasonry? Well, you've come to the right place, Tom. So I am completely self-taught. So I've not been to a cathedral, I've not been to a minster, I've not learnt the trade from the bottom up. I am just somebody who likes stone carving. And I just bought, well, I didn't even buy myself a set of decent chisels. I used wood chisels to start, which is a big no-no. At the time I didn't realise how cheap I could get a set of carving chisels for. And I've never looked back. If anything, now I've got a ridiculous selection of chisels that some might say is out of hand. So the best thing you can do if you want to have a go at stone carving is follow my YouTube channel. Follow me on here as well, but my YouTube channel mainly because there's over 400 videos on there with some videos right from the beginning, how to hold your chisel, how to carve, how to make your own house sign, reviews on tools you'll need, some of the cheapest tools on the internet which are not that bad. And there's also discount codes on some good quality tools. That is where I would start, and then the next thing I would do is just have a go. I would, if you can afford it, buy some of these tungsten chisels, a decent hammer from Southern Stone Limited. Tim is a great guy. You can send him a message and say, I was watching the TheStoneRanger and I want to give it a go. Can you recommend some tools for me? He will give you a discount from watching this channel. Or you can just piece a kit together yourself. If you don't want to invest too much in it to begin with, this chisel here, you can get in a kit of 6 of these chisels, all different sizes, from China, delivered to your door for less than £15. And they are not that bad. They are really not that bad, especially to start with. So you could do that, and just get hold of a piece of stone from your local garden centre, your local quarry, if you've got something in the garden. Just try and avoid river pebbles because they are tough. I was explaining this earlier. Just think about a river pebble as much as satisfying and lovely and round it is, and it's been replicated so many times in retail because of this beautiful, soft, pleasing to the eye look and feel to it. It's very hard. It's the centre of the stone what's left, and there's nothing else left. It's all washed away from thousands of years in the bottom of the river. Try and avoid that to start with. You can actually buy stone online again from Southern Stone Limited, but like a Portuguese, a Maltese, a Cotswolds, limestone. Or just get yourself a nice paving slab from a reclamation yard. Probably the most expensive way to go, but that is how I would start. Probably a long-winded answer for what you was asking, but I thought I'd give it you all. Hopefully that helps. So I'll definitely check that out. Thanks a lot. You don't want it brittle. Some of the hardest stones are really nice to work with, depending on what finish you wanted to get. So this is a piece of York stone. I really like Derbyshire stone. I'm from Derbyshire, so I'm biased. I think it's a nice middle of the ground stone. Some of the limestones people use are too soft for me. I'm not massively keen on them. I would just get yourself a nice piece of sandstone, not grit, nice piece of sandstone, and go from there. Something just caught my attention at the corner of my eye then. It's I dropped some birdseed in my workshop, and I'm paranoid I'm going to get mice. Not that I don't like mice, but mice seem to like chewing my fishing tackle. So that's why I don't want mice. Do I draw the design out first? Yeah. So this one here was sent to me by the customer. I've printed it off. I've just glued it to a piece of card and chopped it out with a styling knife. That's how I've gone about that. So I can relay it over as many times as I want. If I brush the pencil marks off in my wrist, I can use a masonry chisel, a masonry pencil, which stay on a lot longer. I never got on with them that well. I don't think they sharpen to a point enough for enough detail for me, especially with lettering. And it's hard to get off if I need to get it off in the end. So what I would do, a tip I would give you, get a spray bottle, £2 from your local hardware store, fill it with just normal water, get your dry piece of stone you've already got, spray it with the bottle, normal pencil, HB pencil, draw it on as it's damp, and as it dries out, the stone will draw the graphite in. If your stone's already dry, it will draw that graphite in with the moisture into stone, and it doesn't come off as easy. Tony says respect. I'm crazy. Thanks, Tony. So when I'm holding the chisel, again, remember I'm self-taught, I've got my thumb on one side on the flat area. I can feel the pressure. Feel the pressure as my palm is on the stone. Feel the pressure. I'm holding the chisel down the length. I've got my thumb on the top, holding it steady, and I'm tapping away. And I'm just moving my wrist as I go around the corner. And I can feel the pressure on my little finger. Just in here, look. The base on my little finger, and I'm just moving it around. The hammer, I'm not thinking too much about. Hammer's possibly too big for the bit of stone carving I'm doing at the minute. I should possibly move down to a 600-gram dummy hammer. But I like the big hammer. You'll hear the difference. Different sound. Metal and round. If I'm doing detail work, I'll grab it at the top. If I'm swinging it a bit heavier, down the shaft a bit. And just round. But I like the big hammer. Well, I don't mind giving out as much information as people like. I like to try and help. It's always completely free of charge. And yeah, I appreciate you going to check out the YouTube channel. We're trying to grow something. I'm trying to, well, on 11,000 over there. Trying to get TikTok up to 10. So yeah, every subscribe and every follow is much appreciated. If anyone's doing anything in the garden, could do with some advice on that, I'll ask the TheStoneRanger to send a message away. Sometimes it takes me longer than others to reply to, just because I have a full-time job as well. But I will definitely get back to you at some point. Are we going to make it to 4,000 likes? What do you reckon? It'd be nice if we did. Looks like Tom's knocking some likes in there. Lily and Dressy have sent me some gifts. Kurt sent me some gifts. Guys, put a like on the stream. Mad Dog's been on, we're on 4,000. There we go. Easy as that. Just like. Satisfying. I best not be too much. 9:30. I want to quickly walk my dogs before it gets dark. Lee's just joined. How are we doing, Lee? Absolutely, you've been doing this for a long time. Tell me this is something easy to get into. Definitely is easy. So you're the third person tonight to ask me this question, and I'm going to give you exactly the same answer. So I'm completely self-taught. So I've been messing around with stone now, carving stone for about 10 years on and off. I was originally a dry stone waller, and then I fell into this stone carving. This is not my full-time job, this is just a hobby. But got out of hand and then back in hand, but that's a different story. So I'm a park ranger, that is my full-time job. So if you want to get into this, all you've got to do, the first thing you need to do is go and watch my YouTube channel. So over 400 videos on there with information. How to start, what chisels to use, how to carve your own house sign with tools you'd find from around your house. There's lots of information. And then all you need to do is get yourself a piece of stone. So you've got a couple of options at that point. You can buy a chisel like this one, which is going to cost you about £25 from a Stone Limited. Hammer like this one. Again, it's going to cost you about £40, possibly £50. Since I bought this one, everything's gone up in the world. But if you do buy these, get over to my YouTube channel again or on my website, have a look, there's a discount code, save yourself some money. Send Tim a message and say, been watching the Stone Ranger, I want to buy some chisels. He'll help you out and tell you what to buy, and he'll give you a discount. If you don't want to invest that much in and you want to start off cheap, you want to be buying a chisel like this. You can buy 6 of these chisels here for less than £15 delivered to your door, and all you're going to need then is a hammer And you can use any hammer to start with. You can use a claw hammer, you can use a brick hammer, you can use a mallet, you can make a hammer. It's a nice wooden one. That's where you want to go next. Then after that, mark yourself a stone up. Again, I encourage you to go and watch some of the YouTube channels and just give it a go. And find yourself in this therapeutic state of just chiseling stone and enjoying yourself. And if you're doing it wrong, it doesn't matter. I've been doing it wrong my whole 10 years because I'm just self-taught, and people tell me off who have been to York Minster and Cathedral and have learned how to do it traditionally. We're just having fun. So that's all you need to do. Hammer, chisel, and have a go. If you need any advice, send me a message. It will definitely help you out. All advice is always free. Again, I was saying this earlier, there are other masons on YouTube and TikTok who are better than me. They've got a bigger following and they are just genuinely better than me. They will always will be. But they also will charge you for advice. It will always be free at TheStoneRanger. Hopefully that answers your question. I was there. I saw the Yorkshire Stone Dresser at Halifax. I was with him. I've got a picture. We took a picture together. I was on his video actually. I meant to post a video saying it was nice to meet. I just haven't got around to it yet. Thanks, Matthew. I appreciate that. We'll love a follow. How's Adam doing? Yeah, James is a top lad. He's yeah, I like James. Yeah, he's a nice lad. We had a nice chat. We had a photo featured on his video. We're going to talk about socials. Dressing stone. Yeah, decent fella. I like his story of going from working in a bank to getting out and doing his own thing. So our stories are complete. Is in reverse. So I went in to and we're self-employed. 1 second, I've got that dreaded thing on my phone. What you have to make sure you don't get chucked off. So our stories are the complete opposite, really. So he's gone from working full-time, from what I understand, I could be wrong, you can correct me if I'm wrong, from working in a bank maybe, wanting to get out and do his own thing. I went from being self-employed for 15 years, wanting to go into a full-time job. I'm not in a bank though, I'm a park ranger, so it's slightly different. But no, yeah, decent. They're all decent people. West Riding Common School who were there, they're also really decent people. A lot of time for them. Hoping to go to the festival next year. I can't remember. Budapest springs to mind, but I think it was in Budapest the year before. It might be someone saying the Black Forest next year. So hopefully we'll get an invite to that. It was great there this year. Sean, me and Adam, and me and James will cross paths again soon because I'm invited to a couple of trade shows and I know he does a few. Is that football finished? We're zooming in the beat whales. It's definitely possible. So, the best thing to do is to go and have a look on my YouTube account. I was just explaining this to someone else a minute ago. Just go and have a look. I am completely self-taught, so it's more, if I can do it, anyone can do it. Just have a go. It's the best thing to do, is just pick up some chisels and have a go. If you want to know what chisels to buy, go to my YouTube account, have a look on there. There's over 400 videos. Have a look around. There's some videos of carving with stuff you'll find around the house. There's videos carving with one of the best chisels you can buy in the market. There's also some videos of carving with some of the cheapest chisels you buy in the market. These are less than £15 for 6 delivered to your door. These are about £25 each. There's discount codes on there, so before you buy anything, go and check out the channel. There's loads of tutorials. It's definitely possible. If you need any advice, just send me a message. I'll help you out the best I can. So I was going to finish it at 9:30, but we're at this point now. We may as well carry on, eh? To get these bits done. Then it's not finished. Obviously, we've never got to tidy it all up and make it look pretty, but that can be tomorrow. Oh no, my phone's gone off. Ah no, the battery's just gone on my phone. Ah no, I didn't even realise it was low. That's a signal, isn't it? That is a signal. Yeah, that's not good. Didn't know it was low. Oh well. YouTube is still rolling, so we'll finish it up, shall we? You never know, it might come back on. Proper frozen on my screen, it looks weird. And if it'll just go straight back on. No, not looking like it's just going to go back on, I'm afraid. Oh yeah, let's have a look. Back. How have we managed that? Battery went on the phone, people. Thank you very much for sticking around, whoever has. Yeah, battery went on the phone, so we had a bit of a moment there. But we're back, which is nice. almost there as well. Yeah, it's nice knowing that you can get back on the live there. So I had my have one of these cool things that go on top of your batteries, your drills and anything cordless basically for the battery for the Evolution. And I didn't realise my battery was flat, so I just hooked it on, not thinking everything was charging around me nice and lovely. And all of a sudden I noticed I froze on the screen. The battery was flat. Oh well, worse things have happened. Yeah, so tomorrow night when we're carving this, it's going to be all about, what's the right word, titivating. And get it all looking smart. Hopefully we've inspired a couple of people this evening. So the people I'm not sure you'll still be around now, but we'll say it anyway, just in case. But the people who are inspired to have a go, what I'd love them to do, I'd love to send them some pictures of stuff to get up to. I love sharing pictures with people of the carvings they've done. People who are inspired to have a go. This is not easy around these cameras. Left the most awkward one to last, eh? Chopper. Hi sir, nice piece. How do I send? I don't understand. What do you mean send? And if you can help me out, that Don Baker, I need help. We're on the last bit for this evening. So if anyone's got any questions, now is the time to ask. So I'll be going in a minute. It's been a nice live. We had a bit of a problem with a power cut. Well, not an actual power cut, more of a phone run out of battery. I suppose it is a power cut in a way. So if I can ask anything from any of you this evening, if you've enjoyed the live or you're just tuning in, if you want to have a go, all I'm going to ask you to do is just hit the subscribe button or the follow button. You would not believe the difference it makes. So, oh, you said it. Oh, send a picture. Okay. Right, I'm with you, Don. So, how to send me a picture? So, the Stone Ranger, let me put it in here. The Stone Ranger 08 at gmail.com. Send away, or you can send it on Instagram. You can join me on Instagram, or you can't send it on TikTok. But there's a website going live tonight called TheStoneRanger. How would you have guessed? So you'll be able to send stuff on there as well, or pick up email addresses and bits. Send away. Love to see some of the stuff, and hopefully I'll be able to share it. Thanks for tuning in. It's what type of stuff are you making? On this Wednesday night coming, I'm going to be carving the Nottingham Forest crest. Tell you what, one thing about wearing a mask when you're working, you know, it's still quite muggy, isn't it, here in the UK at the minute. Ooh, it's hot. So I think I'm going to leave that there this evening. And I've got a lot of tidying up to do, but this one's probably where it's going to be a little bit deeper than this one, but it's time, I think. It's time to leave it for tonight. And maybe I'll see some of you tomorrow as I finish it up. Yeah? Done, I'm off. I'll, see you all tomorrow. Thanks for joining. See you soon.